So once again, not here tomorrow. You guys are going to be doing matrix multiplication, which is going to sound a little bit funny because we're going to do some multiplying a matrix today, which is not the same as matrix multiplication. Just bear with me, okay? So, guys, there's how do I want to say this? Algebra 2 is very important because it does reaffirm the skills you learned in algebra. My wife and I talk about this all the time. Every higher level math comes down to adding and subtracting. You have to understand this. Everything comes down to adding and subtracting. Multiplication is just repeated addition. Just like division is repeated subtraction, okay? You have to understand that even high-level calculus, non-linear algebra, non-Euclidean or linear algebra, non-Euclidean geometry, abstract algebra, all of these numerical analysis is really just adding and subtracting. There are some things that you just can't go with in higher-level math without knowing how to do. Matrices will certainly help. When you get to linear algebra, it's all matrices. So if you're going for an engineering or you're going for some type of science degree or any type of mathematics, whether it's actuarial studies, accounting, statistics, you will be in these classes that will have a lot of math. So I'm not saying that it's not important. For most people, we're not going to use a matrix. We're not. You're not going to use graphs of quadratics, which we're going to start. That's a big part of Algebra 2. You're not. Because you don't need to watch this and fall and say, where was the vertex? Exactly how long did it take to hit that point, the highest point, before it came down? When did it hit? So it's left my hand at 0 seconds. When did it hit that 0 point again? Now, if you're an aerospace engineer watching a rocket take off and then come down, absolutely. If you're trying to become a better pitcher, there are equations, because even when you throw a fastball, okay? And again, this is me being egotistical. When I was pitching, and I was still hitting 92, and I was throwing that ball, boom, and that thing looked like it was a straight line. No, there was still a curve to it. It's impossible to throw anything without there being a slight curve to it. It's not going to be a straight line. So we did look at angles. We looked at my angle of extension versus, okay, so when I'm here and I'm in, is my arm already coming? Are my hips torquing? And there are equations that are building that in. All I'm saying is, if you really wanted to dive into it, analytics, like I'm a big NBA fan. The new big thing with NBA is the analytics. How far is somebody running around the court the entire game? And you can start to pick that kind of stuff up. Math is important. I'm not saying that it's not. I'd be not doing my job if I wasn't. But for a lot of people, the higher that we go, am I going to use that? Maybe, maybe not. Yes. You will use equations every day of your life, whether you know it or not. In your head, as you're looking to pay something and trying to figure out how much money you're getting back, or you're looking at your paycheck, which I would suggest each and every one of you do every single time. Because guess what? Computers make mistakes. Even though almost everything is run with accounting software now, it's happened. There's been times where I've looked at it and I'm like, I have an extra $1,000 in my bank account. I should probably say something. Because what I don't want to do is spend it and all of a sudden they'll be like, hey, Mr. Hans-Vasilis, we accidentally paid you more money than you need. And then I've also had it where they didn't pay me for my full salary. Check that. Because it can be wrong. But that's an equation. Knowing how much is coming out for my taxes, and guess what? You work, I know you work. Do you? You don't, right? Oh, you do? What do you work at?
I babysit, so it's not really.
Okay, but both of you guys have jobs that have taxes, right? You have to file your taxes. Guess what? You're solving equations every time that you do that. Even though this seems like a long-winded thing, when I'm running my business and I'm saying, okay, now I'm looking to have my deductibles versus what I actually make, I'm saying, okay, so I bought this barbell for $400, that I can write off, then so I have my $400, then I'm subtracting another $500 for the food that I bought for people that I'm cooking, ooh, but then I made $1,200, and then I have to multiply it by the 22% that my tax limit is. It's an equation. You have to know how to do this. Or you're going to pay somebody a lot of money who can do it. Does that make sense? These are two basic things. That's why you're going to keep seeing me drill into your heads. Can we solve equations? Can we graph? Fair enough? Okay. What kind of car do eggs drive? A Volkswagen. Yoke?
It's kind of funny.
Lydia, nothing? I don't even get a Volkswagen.
No.
Why'd the chicken cross the road? Because! You don't have to laugh. It's all right. Knock, knock. Come on, knock, knock. William, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting Cal. Moo! Hate you guys. 15x minus 35. Good there? Bring down the 4x. Combine like terms on the same side. Listen, they're on the same side. We do not do the inverse operations because it's just an expression right now. That gives me 19x minus 35 equals. We're done there. Everybody good? Yes? Do we have that? Okay. 2 drops down. I'm taking the positive 3 times the x times the negative 9. It gives me positive 3x, that's a 3 by the way, minus 27 minus 2x. Combine like terms. Positive 2 minus 27. That gives me negative 25. Positive 3x minus 2x gives me positive 1x. Everybody still with me? Okay? Last but not least, combine the variables on opposite sides. Subtract the 1x. Gives me negative 25 equals 18x minus 35. Add 35. Gives me 18x equals 10. Divide by 18. Your calculator will do this for you. So 10 divided by 18, math, enter, enter. Or you know that these are both divisible by 2, which gives me 5 ninths. Excuse me. What questions do we have? Because I can see a little bit of confusion. What questions we have? We good? I like this song. Graph, we need to solve for y. Subtract x from both sides, get y by itself. This gives me negative 1/5 y equals negative 1x plus 1. Yesterday we talked about this. I can't divide by a negative 1/5. What do I have to do? By the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 5. So that's gone. That leaves me y equals positive 5x minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 5. Slope's positive. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's 5, it's 5 divided by 1. So the run is 1. Questions? How do we do? All right. Is there anything you'd like me to go over? Okay. So we added and subtracted yesterday. Take a look. I'll let you guys take a look at those. Here, somebody take a. You take a look at these. You can do these on your own.
Oh, this is what we're doing.
This is what we did yesterday.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not grading it. I'd still make sure you can do it.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Where do you go? Oh, share it with her. How are we doing? So make sure, do you see how yours aren't in a matrix? Those are just numbers. Make sure that it has a matrix around it. How are you doing? Problems? You do not have a test tomorrow. You guys are still learning about matrices. Today should be an easy day. You good? You good? Yeah.
Why do you even say that?
Just make everyone like I wouldn't trust nothing
At all.
Did you have this rule? Did you have this rule?
You guys good? Okay. Pretty easy?
Yeah.
Like you're getting these fine? Okay. So, yesterday, we added and subtracted. I'm going to do a couple different things. We've got A, which is 2, 4, negative 3, 1. B equals 5, 3. Wow. I just put a C, negative 7, 1. And C is equal to a 0, 2 by 2. Okay? You good with this?
Yeah.
Thank you. Everybody all right? I'll let you have these to check your answers when you're done. So, again, today's very easy. Today is very easy. What is a 0, 2 by 2? What do you think? So C says it's equal to a 0, 2 by 2. What do you think?
It's not moving.
Huh?
It 0.
What would be a 0, 2 by 2? Well, it's going to be a 2 by 2 matrix filled with, that's what a 0, 2 by 2 is. Okay? If I give you this, now, we are not multiplying matrices. We're not taking A times B right now. We are doing an operation of multiplying the actual matrix. So if I give you an example, and I say 2A. So this is 2 times the matrix A. What do you think we're going to do?
But you just multiply everything by
Yeah, you would multiply every little thing by 2. So I would say 2 times 2, 4 times 2, negative 3 times 2, 1 times 2, which gives me 4, 8, negative 6, 2. This is equal to 2A. Everybody with me? So, if I said, here's example 2, 3B minus 4A plus C equals, let's try it. So let's do this. You're like, I'm not writing anything. Short words. You're fine. Okay, so first thing that we need to do is rewrite this problem. So we need to do 3B minus 4A plus C, which is 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, 3B is 15, 9, negative 21, 3. Any questions on how I got that? Relatively easy, right? Okay. 4A, 4 times 2 is 8, 16, negative 12, 4. So now I'm going to do, now I'm coming up here. Really, C is a non-entity. C does absolutely nothing for me. It's just a 0 by 0 or a 2 by 2 0 matrix. Everything's zeros. Doesn't help me at all. So I'm doing 15 minus 8, 7. 9 minus 16. That's a negative 7. That's an ugly 7. Negative 21 minus a negative 12 is really negative 21 plus 12, which is negative 9. 3 minus 4, negative 1. What questions do you have? Like, I know it wasn't a lot of teaching. Easy, yes? This is not the same as matrix multiplication. Which is going to say 1 times 3 plus 4 times 4. 3 times 3 plus 3 times 4, or nope, 2 times 4, and then 4 times 5 plus 2 times 5, and then, oh man, 2 times 5 plus, and then it keeps on going. That'll be tomorrow. Okay, so that's matrix multiplication, which again involves quite a bit more steps. Everybody with me? Okay. So in your book, I would like you to try right now on page 154. I would like you to do let's go 3 through 12. Actually, no. Let's go 3 through 10. Okay, page 154, 3 through 10. We got 15 minutes. Should take you 10 minutes to do them, and then we'll go over them. Love y'all.